Rogue One is looking absolutely amazing. Here's 5 awesome things that could potentially happen in Rogue One.
Darth Vader fights with Grand Moff Tarkin over the Death Star. "Do not be too proud of this technological terror you have constructed," said Darth Vader in A New Hope. "The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force." Grand Moff Tarkin, who actually came up with the idea for the Death Star in the first place, got fed up with Darth Vader's attitude in A New Hope. "Release him," he ordered, and Vader reluctantly let his victim go. Vader hated the Death Star. Tarkin loved it. In Rogue One, let's see these two Imperial powerhouses go at it. Darth Vader couldn't give two shakes of a rat's ass about the Death Star. He wants the Force to be the ultimate power in the universe, not some massive space station that was possibly built by NASA. Tarkin wants to see this Microsoft-sponsored giant orb of death blow up planets in the name of science? Make them go at it. A fight between Grand Moff Tarkin and Darth Vader would be amazing. It would be like Kylo Ren scuffs with General Hux in The Force Awakens.
Dear God, please make Rogue One as dark as it looks.
Star Wars movies have a history of looking dark at the outset and then turning out cheesy.
Yous are thinking yous are people gonna die?
But Star Wars movies are arguably at their best when they're dark. Empire Strikes Back is perhaps the best of all Star Wars movies, and it's the darkest one too. Force Awakens has its best moment when Han Solo dies, and it's the darker moments of the prequels that stand out. Qui-Gon Jinn's death, Anakin succumbing to the dark side. Rogue One looks like it will be dark. The entire premise is on the gloomy side. Jyn Erso's father has seemingly abandoned her or been forced to leave her. She's turned to crime. Her dad's then been instrumental in the construction of the Death Star. She will probably die. The entire setup of Rogue One is dark. And hopefully it will be realistic, Empire-style dark, not cheesy, Phantom Menace-style dark. You might think Disney would be more likely to create a cheerful flick. After all, Mickey Mouse is a pretty chipper critter. But many of Disney's best flicks are dark at heart. The death of Bambi's mother shook the world and still has me in tears. Scar throwing Mufasa off the cliff? What a downer. And do not even get me started on the black hole. Disney do dark surprisingly well for a company famous for sugary sweetness. And Rogue One could very well be one of their darkest yet. But just how exactly do you make Rogue One dark? Jyn Erso has to die. The Death Star's planet blower-upper gun will probably need some testing. Boom! There goes the neighborhood. But the true darkness of the movie lies in the construction of the Death Star. And that construction should be in the style of man is once again creating hideous scientific weapons that will probably blow up the entire world. Make the Force a faith. There are some seriously strong religious overtones with the Force. The Force is entirely based around the idea of the life force, the life energy in various religions. It's most commonly called Ki or Chi, and it's famous in religions such as Taoism and Jainism. Star Wars already delved into the spiritual significance of the Force. In Empire Strikes Back, Yoda shares his philosophies, most of which are based on Zen Buddhism. Ideas like unlearning what you have learned, and the idea of oneness. They're central to Zen Buddhist philosophy. But the Force works more like magic than faith in the movies. There are only a few characters in the universe who know about and believe in the Force. Only the Jedi actually practice any sort of spiritual practices. And unlike world religions, there are no believers. There's just those who absolutely know the Force to be real, and those who have no clue about it. Make the Force a true religion or spirituality. Have characters who are not Force sensitive, but who believe it. We know that Chirrut Imwe is not Force sensitive, but does believe in the Force, and in the trailers we see him trying to make other people believe. Go further. Create wars between believers and non-believers, just as there are wars around religions in the real world. This would make the Force far more dramatic and far more realistic in a real-world sense. Make Jyn Erso a true anti-hero. One of the most important scenes in all the trailers comes when Jyn Erso takes off her shackles. "Can you be trusted without your shackles?" says this cocky rebel commander who's a real cheeky git, let me tell you. It's a standout moment in the second trailer. Clearly, this suggests that Jyn Erso is not your typical Star Wars character. She's not a hero goody two-shoes type like Luke or Rey. She's someone different, someone unique, possibly an anti-hero, or at least a reluctant hero. Disney, here's an idea. Give us what we want, a true anti-hero. Star Wars has never had one. Sure, there's a reluctant hero in Han Solo. There's the atypical hero in Luke Skywalker. There's even the tragic fallen hero Anakin Skywalker. But an anti-hero? Now that would be new. Make Rogue One's battles land-based. 99% of the time, when you remember the battles from Star Wars movies, you remember the space battles. Sure, there have been some good land battles too. The Battle of Endor was like World War I fought between robots and these cuddly little critters that, oh my god, I just want to put them in a cage and feed carrots to. I love you so much, Wicket.
Noopa noopa.
And of course, let's not forget the AT-AT attack scene in Empire Strikes Back. But a realistic, military-style, land-based battle in Rogue One would be amazing.
And there you have it. 5 awesome things that could potentially happen in Rogue One. What do you think? Leave a comment and remember to vote up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.